Hey, what's up guys? Today I'm going to be showing you a couple little tricks that you can use on Bind as Raze. Okay, this first nade is going to help you retake a site. So we're assuming that they've already taken site. They're going here to plant the bomb in default. This is usually ice walled off. Somebody may or may not be in bathrooms, but that doesn't really affect anything. And you'd be right here in this corner, and you want to stop the plant. So to do that, you're going to go right here as far as you can. You're going to take a little step back until you can see these monitors here. And you're gonna aim at this little diagonal piece on it. Here, let's zoom in on it. Right here. This entire area is slanted, so once you throw the nade at it, like this, it's gonna bounce right down, and anybody that's default is instantly dead. They can't really react to it, and it's a great nade. No walls can stop it. Another great trick you want to do is you can crouch jump this thing right up here. So it just goes right over the box. If anybody's planting, they're dead. If anybody's in this corner, they might be dying. Or unless somebody shoots it from short, of course. But you want to crouch jump this to prevent your head from being seen too easily from bathrooms or from short. So you just go like this and toss it. At the peak of your jump, you want to do that. This next spot isn't crazy useful, but you can get up here actually on this box. You could have a teammate boost you. For now I'm alone, so I can just use my satchel. And then once you're up here, any ice wall they put won't be able to like stop you from having this sight line. So anybody that crosses the site or goes to U-Haul you can kill, and it would surprise them a lot. Anybody that's bathroom usually isn't going to be checking all the way up here. They'll just be clearing close and then moving out to site. If they even go from bathrooms, usually if there's an ice wall across here, the person in bathrooms is just going to stay and hold this angle here. They have no reason to go out and peek because obviously there's like a ton of people waiting out here to kill them. So yeah. It's a pretty good angle. It's like a one and done. You don't want to use it too frequently, but it could surprise the enemy. Okay, so this isn't really a trick, but this is just something neat I found. Once you're on here, and say you want to make a nice escape plan, like this, and then you get onto this box. And then you can hold here. That's if you know they're coming bathrooms and somebody's watching short for you. And your position has been exposed. Say like a Sova arrow found you, or a drone or something, and they just know you're there and you need to get out and you want a cool little spot, you can do the little satchel over here. Only takes up one satchel. Needs a lot of practice obviously, but yeah. Another little satchel I like doing is getting up into heaven. So if you peek the beginning of the round with an op and get a shot here, and you know they're pushing fast after that, you're going to want to just go like this and use your satchel to get into heaven. And then you can hold short, go back to holding bathrooms, whatever you want. Instead of going all the way around, which you would have to do if you didn't use the satchel. So this next nade is if somebody's planting right over here. And it's kind of hard to toss a nade. You can throw it right down here, it'll probably miss off the wall. So if you know that bathrooms is covered from a teammate up here, or it's just you just want to risk it, you can wide swing out here. Aim right here at this little like white panel that's sticking out, and you want to running and throw a nade right off of it. And the nade's going to bounce, and it's going to do a lot of damage to anybody that's planting and probably kill them as well. This next nade is not very practical, but if you want to surprise the enemies, once again, you can do this. So you're going to want to get up on top of this box. You have to use a satchel. I don't think you can boost up here normally, so you go up, and you're going to see 3 boxes here. You're going to want to go to the leftmost one and go all the way to the end, looking straight down. You want to go to this corner here. Take out your nade, and you're going to see 2 windows here. You want to aim right in between both of them. Left click your nade, and it's going to fall down, and anybody that's close bathrooms here is probably going to die, or they're going to get forced back. You could coordinate this with a peek from your teammate, so they're usually going to be distracted on the nades. You can peek in, kill them like that. So it could work if you have teammates coordinated pretty well. Pretty hard at lower ranks, but if you can figure it out, it's great. You'd probably want to have mid ice walled off or somebody covering it, and then your teammate close bathroom when you do it. Okay, so this next one is on the offensive side. If mid is smoked off, or you suspect that somebody's hiding in this cubby here, and you have upper short control, you're going to want to go onto this box here, and aim at the left side of this little window here. So you want to go onto this pane, the white pane, like that, toss it, and then it's going to move, and it's going to come at a very tight angle, so anybody that's here can't react to it, and it's going to kill them, or at least damage them very quickly. And you'll know at least to clear that angle, so yeah, pretty helpful. A useful little angle here for holding heaven once you've taken sight is to go onto this box and hold right here. So you can see them pretty well. They'll just see your head, and it's a nice little head glitch. Okay, so this next one isn't really too crazy of a trick. It's just a cool little spot. So you can have a teammate boost you up onto this box here if you want, or you can go up yourself with your satchel, and you can crouch jump up onto here. And if you wanted to hold short, you can go from right here and watch the angle. It's pretty weird off angle. Nobody's really gonna expect it, so you're guaranteed to kill. You're pretty safe here. Bathrooms can't really see you unless they run out, but you'll probably have a teammate watching, and if anybody else pushes, you can just hide behind the wall, or you can drop here and go into U-Haul. So yeah, it's a pretty good angle. Usually hold it with an op or a rifle or whatever you want. Alright, so for this next trick, you're taking a site, your Sage is walled off site, and you're going to expect somebody to be on the other side of this box here. Either they're the site holder, or they're just rotating. So you're going to want to take out your Boombot, and you're going to be kind of doing a strafe where you're going to be placing it on top of here. So you're going like this, and like that, and it's going to kill anybody that's there or damage them, because they're not going to expect it to come from this height, since it's impossible to do it like this. You have to strafe off of here. It's pretty hard to do, but if you practice it, you can get it good, and it's very useful. Okay, so another useful nade is for when the enemy is taking B site and you're rotating over from A. If you know they're on site already, once you get to about this point, you can toss a nade onto site from here. So when you round the corner, you're going to want to look up here, and you're going to want to running throw this, so you go like that. It's going to go in between those two, and then it'll explode here on site. You want to practice your consistency. You can try and aim it to get it around here, and you can try different combinations where you throw it over, or you could just go through this window like I did. And yeah, it's a very helpful nade. You can practice some other nades from around here. Okay, so for this next one, I'm going to show you a cool little spot I found. So if you're presuming that you've made it up elbow already when you're taking B site on the attacking side, you can actually go up on top of this. It's not meant to let you up, so it kind of like pushes you off, but if you hold a movement key in the direction of the wall, you can actually get up here. You can actually go like this, and the enemies can't see your feet at all, and you just hold out a gun, wait for them to come, and then you can just drop on them from behind. It's a pretty cool spot. I don't think you're accurate while you're up and surfing, so we can test it. Yeah, you're not that accurate, but it'd probably kill if it's this close of a range. So usually I'd prefer going on that side, because like anybody that's coming out, probably gonna have their back turned to you, and if they're looking like this, they might see you. So yeah, I'd recommend going up on here. So yeah, just a cool little thing to hold once you've taken elbow. You could op along this corner here, or use your rifle, whatever, fall back, then you can hold this corner here. And if you even feel like it, you can go up to the cool little spot I showed before, like this, and then wait for them to come, and then drop on them. This isn't really a Raze specific trick, but a cool little wallbang you can do is right here by these cubes here on B site. You can just like shoot around in this general area, and it will wallbang right into here, which is a pretty common spot that a lot of enemies go to after they've planted the bomb and they're clearing site or holding CT, or they could even be a hexagon. So this nade is over on B. What you're going to want to do is kind of line up right here into this little box, kind of like straight with it, and you're going to take out your nade, and you're going to see this little balcony here. You're going to aim at the middle wooden kind of a support structure here, and you're going to want to left click your nade, and this will go right into hookah. It'll cover a big area. Anybody that's in this corner or out here is either forced to go forward and peek you if you want to peek out from here or have a teammate like hiding here, or they have to go back, and that'll buy you some time to have some rotates. Okay, so for this next nade, we're going to do this lineup that we were doing before for hookah, but instead we're going to be trying to nade long or hexagon area. So we see this little part of the box in front of us here, this little wedge coming out, little trapezoid. We're going to want to aim at the top left of it here. So just press E, and then toss your nade right over, and then it'll explode right here. You could try some different little combos where it pushes off the wall here and it nades more in the middle, but yeah, that's just the basic idea of it. As always, you want to practice all these cool little tricks. So if you're holding B site and you know they're pushing site quickly, you can obviously do the nades I showed before where you line up here, throw against here, or throw against here. But if you know they're planting quick, you can also use your Roomba. You just jump throw it here, and it'll go up and land right here on any planter. Or the same is true if you know they're planting on the other side, you jump up and throw it, and it'll go over and kill any planter here. So This is a pretty good spot to hold this Raze once you know they've taken the front lines. You can throw a lot of satchels over. Obviously you still have your nades. If you haven't used them already, you can toss them off the wall like this and they'll bounce into sight. So yeah, pretty good angle to hold because it forces them to wrap around sight to kill you. And by that point, you probably already have teammates that have rotated and can help you hold the close angles. This next Boombot is pretty interesting. Once again, we're going to be using the TP to do this one. So we're going to kind of like line up against this wall early in the round. And you're going to aim like over to the left a little bit here. I would say like on this bottom of this arrow. Throw it out. And if we wouldn't follow it actually like in the game, but you could see that it goes through the TP and it goes out to this area. So you could get some pretty interesting info, or if you want to coordinate it with somebody that's pushing bathrooms, anybody that's on this platform will either get killed or they'll be distracted by it and then they can push bathrooms with say an op and hold this angle. So it's very useful actually. This next one is a Boombot to help you take inside of hookah. So you want to go into this little garbage corner and aim all the way here at the top here of this little tunnel. Take your Boombot out, go with it, and you're going to want to run with this thing. So you clear this angle first, and yeah, it'll just go behind you to your left and clear behind you while you're taking this angle here. It'll make sure that nobody's hiding back here, and if they are, they'll either shoot it so that you can react and shoot them, or it'll kill them. So yeah, it's very helpful. Okay, so once you've taken hookah with your team, a good nade I like to do is nading this back left corner over here, or yeah, because a lot of people like to fall back to that corner. So you can do it from a pretty safe spot over here. You're just going to want to like kind of have this little window in sight, this little crack once you've come through, and you're just going to run through it to back sight, and it'll bounce off the wall and do a lot of damage. A lot of people know this by now, but you can actually use a satchel on your Roomba to kind of boost it over like a nice little area here. So if you're scared to push all the way out like this, and you don't want to get killed by elbow, but you want to clear this little cubby here, what you can do is just go like here, crouch here, and then use your satchel to boost the Roomba over the wall, and then anybody that's in that corner will get attacked immediately. Okay, so if your team is taking short here, and you know somebody's going to be opping heaven, and you don't really have any smokes or utility you can use to block it off, cool little trick you can use is to use your satchel to get onto this box and fast peek them. You'd need to have your teammates covering your hookah there. It's kind of a risky play, but you want to do it from back here, because if you use your satchel here, anybody that's heaven will be able to see the satchel explosion, so they'll probably have a theory that you're going up here. But if you can do it from back here, they can't really see you. Oh, sorry, let's try that again. You want to do it about where the shadow is, like right here. And then you get on, and then you can fast peek like that, and then have them. Because I doubt they'll be expecting you to be up on this box unless they hit a crazy flick. You'll probably have the advantage on them. So yeah. While you're up here, you also have a pretty interesting sight line of sight, especially if it's walled off. You can probably do some cool little plays from like killing people here, but yeah. Very risky position because there's a lot of angles that people can peek you from if this isn't cleared yet. But yeah, you can give it a shot if you want. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe, and let me know in the comments if you want to see any other tips and tricks videos in the future.